be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many L's, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the J's. On the road, this is crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I've never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me run up and make magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you.
Oh man, I remember now about the last issue I had to talk about, man. I give it a minute. And then hopefully everybody can tune back in. I give it a minute though. So I started about it's 135 or 136. I'll start, and hopefully everybody be able to tune back in by then. The same 12 guys that was looking. If not, I'll just go ahead and start, and ain't no big issue. Oh.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna play with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I got it with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Get shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my run. New York City time, another brother better. You will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Putting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Issues down the ride, down the tide. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that.
Yo, alright. I'll go ahead and start. Last issue I want to talk about is God, I don't know if I forgot again. Did I forget again? Oh God, what was it? You know, set my mind that fast. Jesus, I don't got understanding. What was it? Man, running the same plays. I got a lot of guys yesterday. I think I talked about this before. This is my last time talking about it. I'm just gonna make things happen. We had some guys. I had a pretty decent amount of guys. If I get a pretty decent amount of guys coming to me about the same issue, I'll talk about it. I stay on week 5. That's cool. I'll go ahead and talk about it because if it's an issue, it needs to be discussed. And I have an issue with certain guys. I'm not gonna name the guys in this league, of course, but with certain guys, and I've talked to them individually about running the same defensive plays or running the same offensive plays. You have to switch your plays up in here and there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's gonna run plays over again. I do. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I do. Everybody does. Everybody's not sitting here Bill Belichick. Even NFL teams call. I remember Doug Peterson one time when we was playing around. This is when Carson Wentz was on his all-time. He got hurt in that Rams game. And he had to bring Nick Foles in, and the same play he had called earlier for Nelson Aguilar with Carson Wentz throwing the ball. It didn't work, but he called the game later. He called the same play later in that game, and we had was like fourth, and it was one of those crucial points in the game where if we make the play, we win. If we don't, we lose. And I think it was like a 4th down. I don't know if it was 4th down or 3rd down, and he called the same exact play that he called earlier, and it worked the second time around. Sometimes that play don't work the first time around. Sometimes the play work the second time around. Sometimes it work all game. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it don't work all game. I had a play that I have a go-to play. I was using against Green that I've been using here lately, and I tried to do it against Green Bay yesterday, and he had the defense to stop it. It just didn't work. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work at all yesterday. I didn't make that play not once yesterday, so I had to switch up my offense and do something else. You know what I'm saying? But you just don't want to play over and over again. Like prime example. if you're in the fourth quarter, third quarter, and you're in the fourth quarter, and you know, you can't. I mean, it don't matter what quarter. You can't sit in that same defense the whole game, guys. Same thing with offense. You can't take. It's just like using an offense. It's just like taking the ball and running it the same way every time. Don't do that, man. Switch it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gonna make it a big issue, like far as like you can't run it at all. But damn, switch the play up. I mean, don't sit there and cover Tampa 2 the whole game. You know what I'm saying? Because it's working. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I understand somebody can't figure out they need to make an adjustment. Yeah, I understand that too. But come on, man. You gotta switch your coverages up, man. Don't nobody sit there in the whole game in the NFL and run the same defense the whole entire game. They have a scheme to stop the person, and then switch some things up. I know you adjust to what's going on, but you can't run the same plays the whole game, man. You can't do that. You just can't do that, man. All right. You gotta switch it up, man. You gotta switch it up. You stay in that defense or offense the whole game, man. It's gonna be something said about it. I'm getting complaints about the same couple individuals that's doing these things on offense and defense. Okay, so please, man, please, and this is my last time saying it. Switch it up, or it's gonna be a punishment behind it, because we can't have that, man. All right. I don't want to make that. I don't want to talk about this no more, because everybody runs the same plays over. You can't be running them back to back, or staying on the whole defense the whole game. You can't do that shit. I mean, you just can't. Like, you can't do that. All right. So everybody play fair, man. That's the last thing I had to talk about. I'd rather for me to get up here and say that verse. That wasn't nothing I could type on the chat. It was just too much. I wanted to make it clear so everybody can understand it. So yeah, if you didn't get to tune in to this video, but you got to tune in to the other video, you can come back and watch this one and see what I had to say about that. And then, you know, everybody else that tuned in to the last video, which was about 12 people, the other guys that didn't get to go watch that, you go watch that one. So it's 2 videos up about what we talked about in the league today, and I hope everybody get to watch it and understand what's going on. And again, love life, y'all be safe, and until week 5, I'll holler at y'all. Yeah.